invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure that bell notification is lit like that. You guys can stay updated for all future updates. You guys will not miss out, man. It's very important. We're going live at a moment's notice, and you guys don't want to miss out for these giveaways. We got the $500 giveaway running again, but you guys absolutely got to make the stream go crazy for these giveaways, and I'll let you guys know how we're going to sign up for them. If you're part of XPX, post this live stream in the main chat of XPX, of course. Let's get everybody up in here. Let's get this live stream pumping because, like I said on the day before yesterday's stream, there's some unique things going on with crypto right now. And even yesterday, you know, there's something nice is going on. There's corrections. What's up, Darren? We got some $500 giveaways. Make sure you guys tap in with that. Make sure you guys do go through all the motions, right? There's some links down for you guys down below in the description. Tap those. Rico, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a few days, bro. Saphir, what's good, brother? What's good, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in, XPX. Welcome in, fam. Welcome in, everybody. We got basically the start of altcoin season, Saphir. AD, Darren, I mean, it's here. It's happening, right? I know we're probably waiting for some, like, sign in the sky or something like that, right? We're waiting for like a big altcoin thing to light up the sky at the night, and we're like, okay, a big arrow pointing to the moon or something like that. But if we look at the technicals, man, even with Bitcoin's prices pulling back a little bit, we see that the overall crypto market cap is holding really strong. And the last time we did this was when BTC was breaking 69,000. When it was breaking its previous all-time high, it was doing that. But now we're seeing BTC hold some astronomical prices at $117,835. But we're also seeing the alts come to life. Here we got XRP pumping up again. You know, we got XRP up at $3.60. We got Solana up at $195. I told you guys, if you guys thought that we were not going to be making videos of Solana at $200, you guys got another thing coming. So, you know, here comes that live stream, that big I told you guys. So, and also where you guys can go back and check the receipts. You know, I'm not just saying these things. You guys can go back and check the receipts. We talked about these exact prices. So it's very important that you guys have these bell notifications lit, even when the market's pumping, even when the market's going down. People are cheating, people are buying. No matter what, we have to pull up and make sure that we continue to refine this thing so we can define this thing. And that is, you know, our opportunity, this .com moment in this cryptocurrency market, this blockchain technology that a lot of people have paper handed out of, and now they're going to be trying to chase because you got, you know, the overall market really hot right now. BTC, yeah, 117, a little bit pulled back from that 123. Overall crypto market's hot. Ethereum up 25% on the week. You know, you got XRP 20% on the week. You got BNB up 10% on the week. It's really pushing the price of XPX right now. I'm not sure if XPX has been noticing our asset backing. Whoa. Asset backing is coming to life big time, okay? We got Solana right now at 195. I told you so. Humble pie a little bit today because this is going to keep happening, not because I'm some kind of guru, but the markets are primed. When you look all around us, these things are set for us to really take this to the next level. So here we go. Solana right back at 195, up 18% on the week. We got Dogecoin. Yes, Dogecoin up 40% on the week, man. The markets are hot. I mean, we're looking around. I know sometimes it gets kind of boring. It gets like redundant in the space, but hey, the markets are slowly creeping up right underneath us. It's not going to be where it's just this wham bam, you know, this one day and it's just like, oh my God, it's upon us. No, it's already happening. When you look back, you're going to be like, wow, it already had started when I wasn't realizing. What price do you want BNB to be at? What price do you want the Solana to be at for you to accept that, you know, we're headed in the right direction? Maybe you're not looking at Solana. Maybe you're looking at Dogecoin up 40%. Maybe you're looking at Cardano, aka ADA. I should say ADA, 20% on the week, right? Looking pretty strong. We also have Sui holding around $4. Sui's a sleeping giant, man. Over 40K in asset backing is it's over $43,000, man. In asset backing XPX is so strong. It's absolutely amazing, man. I see you, man. I see you down there. We got Sui up 2% on the week. We have Chainlink, aka Link, up 21% on the week. We have HBAR. A lot of people have been talking about this one. Obviously, it's been doing really good, and it's at a discount price. Who knows? Maybe this does the same thing that XRP did. That's the way people talk about HBAR. Like it's up there with the likes of XRP, up at 15% up on the week, 27 cents. Avalanche at $25, up 18% on the week. You know, and some of the other ones are up as well. Um, but really, XRP is showing out really right now. Again, I had some talks with some people yesterday about XRP. It's really starting where everybody's talking about crypto right now, right? You're gonna have your neighbors asking you. You're gonna have your friend asking you. You're about to be the crypto guy or the crypto girl that everybody talks to, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, what are we doing? What's going on right now?" With the crypto market. What do we got going on? So, starting off with BTC, like we like to do, of course, BTC is that Mona Lisa, the rising tide that raises all the ships. Let's check it out on the daily chart. We did have some, red candles on the daily chart. We do got this gap that we can fill right here and come on down to, 106, which we told everybody, hey, it was losing a little bit of steam. But even on the daily chart, we still don't have a sell signal printed. And that's why it's easier to zoom out and do some of these trades and kind of ride some of these waves because sometimes it's just a red candle in an uptrend on a higher time frame. So daily chart looking really good. We got a green candle coming out, like the market's trying to come back to life for BTC. Just because we have altcoin season does not mean that that BTC is tired and is done, and that's the top for BTC. I think the top for BTC, we'll be doing some, a little bit of alts, a little bit of BTC, a little bit of alts, a little bit of BTC, a little bit of alts, a little bit of BTC, all the way till we just have full blown altcoin season. And definitely seeing BTC break 150 headed towards, $250,000 BTC over 200K. With BTC breaking 150 and people accumulating nonstop, man, the wave of FOMO could easily push it up to, closer to that 200K range. And so don't get discouraged when you see the short-term volatility. We're underneath the 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. We're right on the point of control. We do got a buy signal, like Bitcoin's trying to hold it down, but we do have some gaps right here on the 4-hour chart that yeah, we have to highlight because they are here, right? So we could see some shelves that we could look at if it takes out the previous way's low. So somewhere in this section over here, this 115, obviously that round number, 110, 115, 120. But if it took out 115 and went lower, we could see Bitcoin coming on down to that 110 range. And you can see that a little bit easier when you're looking at the 1 hour. What's up, Dos Equis? You can see that a little bit easier when you're looking at some of the prices that we came down to before. Here goes that 115 right there that we were just talking about on the 4-hour chart. And as you guys go lower, what's up, everybody? Pull up, man. We're going to be talking about the $500 giveaway. Just got done talking to BYDFi, so make sure that you guys tap in because, like I said, so long as they got it, I'm gonna keep giving it away to you guys. So it really just takes those who are pulling up and signing up, and you guys, I mean, the giveaways are there for you guys. So 117 right here, like I said, I would keep an eye kind of on these higher time frames with BTC, especially this 4-hour chart right here. If we did fill this gap, if we broke past the previous way's low, that 115, we could see some lower floors, even the lower valley range all the way down to 105. But I don't know, Dos Equis, what do you think? You think we're going down to 105? You think we're going to fill this gap right here? Is it altcoin season? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think is going on right now? So just keep in mind that we could see some lower prices on BTC, most likely a test at 115, and maybe even going lower to that lower value range while the alts kind of pick up a little bit and then bouncing off that 100K mark. BTC moves pretty rapidly. It can make things shake really fast. It was a thing I was checking out for my buddy. We were actually getting into this trade over here. This is SoundHound. Maybe you guys might want to check this one out as well. It's on a nice little pullback, and we're looking for an entry on this one right here. And obviously right here was a little bit too early. I like to do it more on these higher time frames, but we're just talking really quick. Altcoin season, let's go. But it is finding a support right here. You guys might want to check out this one right here. This is on the NASDAQ for those who are trading on the NASDAQ because they do like to acquire Bitcoin. So definitely check this one out. And that's why it's up on here because checking this out with a friend. All right, let's go to Ethereum and then we'll keep it moving and grooving. Let's go right here to ETH. ETH right now looking pretty powerful, looking really bullish, looking really good, pumping up past the prices that we even said. Hello, Sharon. What's up, everybody? This is where we thought that, it could be topping out at kind of around that 3,300. And just to show you guys, sometimes it runs up a little bit higher. I'm sure nobody's arguing with that, right? And we're having ETH being accumulated. ETH has been having more inflows than BTC, and we're starting to kind of break some kind of historical data as far as like the action that ETH is getting right now compared to BTC. And that's another sign to me that altcoin season is really upon us. And I've been saying it for a while. We're honestly in a super cycle. And we're just in the eye of the hurricane, and it's just super calm, and we're all talking to each other like, hey, do you guys think it's going to happen? And when we start looking around, we can see that the writing's on the wall with everything that's going on with some of the, some of the things going on with Ethereum and obviously the tokenization of stocks, the Ethereum network, Arbitron, and the use of USDC is really going to catapult some of these right here. Yo, Rico, happy Monday. Happy Monday as well, man. Great way to start the week. Very bullish with this, altcoin season sentiment. And also some things that can pour some gasoline on this altcoin season with the tokenization of stocks. We are already going to have an altcoin season because that's what happens. This is very fractal, it's normal, but I'm really looking forward to the more and more they allow the tokenization of stocks and let the Americans also trade. ETH still hasn't hit all-time high for sure, and it's going to. That's the thing, is that it's going to. It's for sure going to. It's going to be a key, a key area for ETH is going to be that 5K mark, to really push past that 5K mark and let everybody know that it's serious. And then all the times that we were talking about 7K ETH for sure. Yes, I feel that, bro. I feel that. I honestly feel, and I'm a little bit more bullish. I'm on the bullish side because the tokenization of stocks is like, that's not all the way priced in. It should be way higher. I think that, like, on the bullish side, super cycle side, that it could peak over 10K and do what Bitcoin used to do and hit that 12,000 and then come on down. Because if you remember Bitcoin back in the day when it took off from the 3,500s, and started to break over 5K, it used to go and flirt with 12K and then come right back down and stuff. And then, ETH was, a lot lower obviously back then, but on the more bullish side and ETH pumping up, we could see some of that momentum where it breaks 10K and has some of that to go up to that, 12K and then start to pull back and everything like that. So very bullish on Ethereum for all of you guys right now. Ethereum's looking really good. It's right around this top already. We don't have a sell signal on the daily chart, so this thing can keep going up. 4-hour chart, again, don't have a sell signal, just a red candle on this thing, still looking really good. But we do have some prices that we can come back down to, right? If the market lost a little bit of steam, if people got a little bit bored, you guys can be seeing the shelf right here, the previous way's lows over here, right around 3,500, which is that round number, and it's right in that gap, so it could fill that gap and come on down to like 3,300 and a half, or even come to that upper value range of around, $3,300. I think ETH stays right around this section though, with everything that's going on around it. There's a lot more people talking about it, so I would keep an eye on these ranges as it changes, and maybe we go lower. Maybe we see a $3,000 ETH again before it pumps up. But as of right now, we still got a lot of buy signals still valid, and the charts are holding up really strong. So really no reason to get out. Even right here with this sell signal on the 1-hour chart, it could most likely just bounce off the 50 moving average and continue to go up, right? It can continue to go up. I think the alts now are posturing. Retail not fully committed. Yep, I agree. Retail's definitely not fully committed, but I am talking to people in IRL where I know that it's happening, right? It's happening. I think this is the time to accumulate before altcoins. This is the time to back the truck up right now, no matter what the price is. It's like every paycheck or whatever you can, you stop going out to eat hibachi and stuff, and you're eating at home. No more hibachi. Yeah. No more getting shrimp thrown in your mouth for a little bit, and back the truck up, and you might do really good because it's looking programmed. What do you think about Sol? And you know what? Let's go to Solana next. Now that you're thinking about it, because Solana's a big "I told you so" for the stream today, and not for all of you guys, but maybe some of the people, some people are saying, hey, no, altcoin season is done. All the they're wrong. Let's go. Solana right here. Here we go. I've said multiple times, and I know that you guys rock with me. We already have a great stream, over 100 people live. This is a big humble pie right here. We said we would have a stream that we would be talking about Solana over $200. When it happens, I don't ever know exactly the time in an hour. I don't think that's given to man, to be honest with you. I think since the beginning of time, we've never known the time and hour, the minute and hour of everything that's going to happen. But whether or not some things are going to happen, we know when something's brewing and what's coming, right? So, yeah, ramen noodle time, absolutely. Yep. Awesome part is I used to be a hibachi chef. Nice. So I can cook for myself. Man, I love hibachi. I'm holding myself accountable. You guys don't even know. I'll be putting myself in check on these live streams. I would love hibachi today. Maybe we still go to the hibachi and celebrate altcoin season, because we are having fun. But nonetheless, right here, Solana 195. Big "I told you so" on the market. I mean, a lot of people losing their conviction. A lot of people losing their hope. Solana gonna hit big, but everyone still playing with memes for gangs. That happens every time. That's gonna happen to BNB. That's gonna happen to everybody on Avalanche right now, trying to chase the Avalanche meme coins from Arena. That's gonna happen to everybody on Sui, trying to chase those and stuff like that. And they could have been like, man, I could have just held Solana and been filthy rich. And here goes Solana. But you know what? Meme coins are part of the space, bro. We need the meme coins. Like it's I'm a meme coin man. Some of my biggest bags that I hit was on a meme coin. You know, Michi was one of them. One of the biggest hits that I did was getting Michi like at like $1 million market cap or something like that. It went all the way up to 300 and something $1 million market cap. So shout out to Michi for a lot of infrastructure and a lot of things that it's paid for, because memes bring in the hype. You know, if we're over here trying to twist somebody's arm behind their back and trying to teach them about the tech, it's like we lose them sometimes, right? It's like when we're trying to tell them about how good the tech is and all that stuff. It's like, hey, we're talking about the tech, and they're like, yeah, but I heard about this Doji coin or Doji coin that is pumping. So the good with the bad, bro. We need the memes. We got some meme coins to talk about today. Some meme coins that are helping us bring some hype into Solana. Some meme coins that are helping us bring some hype into Base. Some meme coins that are helping us bring some hype into even BNB. And we're going to talk about BYD5 for those who are pulling up for that $500 giveaway. Like I said, I just got off a call with BYD5 themselves, so we're running it again. This is another week that we're running the $500 giveaway. I want you guys to pull up. First come, first serve. That's simple. I mean, I literally just got off the call with them and got right on the stream to give away some more money. And that's what we're gonna keep doing as this thing is keep rising up. Bonk is another one. Yeah, we got a base bonk play. We'll see if that one does good. But the original bonk is gonna do good as well. 100%. 100% fam. Here we go right now. Solana at 195, upper value range on Solana is that 218, and even going a lot higher to that, 290, 295, going up to $300 Solana. We're gonna make videos. We're gonna be on the live stream together. We're gonna be all cozied up, Dos Equis and Pump and everybody else that's pulling up. We're gonna be all cozied up, and we're gonna be like, hey, here we go again, another I told you so. And not we're not doing it to be mean. We're just having fun, because a lot of times the fudsters fud our bag. So we gotta be the bulls, and when it's pumping, we gotta be excited and be like, hey, stop fudding the market, stop paper handing the market, because you're doing it too early. I'm not saying that there's not going to be a time, but here goes another example of, you know, treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. And a lot of people are cheating themselves. We got Solana right now on his way to this upper valley range of just over $200, looking extremely bullish. Let's see if we can find. I would not try to short Solana right now. It could have some corrections, it could do this, it could do that, but I would be very careful shorting this thing. Like even right now I'm tempted, right? Because on the 4-hour chart it's hit some things. It's still bullish, but it is going to come back and correct, right? There's going to be short-term volatility all the time. Some of this short-term volatility and where Solana could keep come back down to is this section right over here, that 177. Okay, so right now it's at 195. It actually hit 199, but there is this gap right here on this 4-hour chart that we could see on a short term. If you want to do a little bit of printing, it can only go up so much before it has to breathe and snatch up a little bit of that liquidity, and you guys can ride that short or wait for your next long and bounce off the 50 moving average with your next buy signal, and then continue to ride the wave up on the higher time frames. Yep, buy, hold, park the bus. That's all you got to do, man. It's a holders market. Holders are winning big time right now, and we're gonna continue to win, because this is the beginning of a .com era. This is something. This is something massive. Imagine you in the beginning of like the internet era, and instead of being lost in AOL chats or Hotmail or AOL chats, you were building something in the space, right? And you were building something since the inception of the internet back then. Instead of being in like I was, who was in the chats? Who was in Yahoo chats? Let me know down below if you were in a Yahoo chat. If you had a Hotmail at one point, MSN Hotmail. But that's where we're at right now. This time we get to we get to build from the beginning. Who needs $3,500 Bitcoin? $3,500 in Bitcoin. I'm giving it away. Man, nice, very generous. Very generous. Here we go. $3,500 giveaway right there of BTC. You guys be careful. don't don't give them your seed phrase for this BTC, okay? So let's see if we get a pull back to some of this section right here on this 1-hour chart, 184. We could definitely see that the upper valley range, some prior resistance becoming future support. And if we lost that or the 50 moving average, we could see Solana coming back to the point of control, that 177 we talked about. Okay. So first pullback possible right here, 185. Second one is right here at 177 and even coming lower, but I don't think it's going to come down here, right? It'll probably come into this section right here, 184. The point of control again at that 177, and most likely turning the chart right back around because now there's a lot of FOMO. There's a lot of FOMO all around Solana right now. People are going to be saying Solana this, Solana that. They're going to be saying, hey, Rico Moneybag said I told you so a while back, and we kept flooding the market. We kept saying that there was not going to be an altcoin season, and now everybody and their mom is saying there's going to be an altcoin season. How adorable is that? How adorable is that? Here we go, everybody, with your altcoin season starting, the one that people said would never come. Here you guys go. I was going against the grain, telling you guys that it would happen. It had to happen. It's fractal. It's going to happen. And you're getting signals of that all over. Shout out to the XRP community. They are pulling up super strong. I know we got new XRP people listening right now because every single XRP short is booming on my channel right now. It flies automatically. Like every XRP short, it was like by the end of the day has over 1,000 views on it. So a lot of new subscribers coming to the channel from the XRP community, and we're going to welcome the XRP community in because even a project like the one I launched on Smart DeFi called XPX, we love ourselves some X tokens, and we love tokens that have to do with payments. So XRP is on the channel right now showing everybody how it's done. I mean, some of the holders in XRP are showing you guys how it's done. This is a holder's market. I bet XRP people are really you want to talk about a humble pie? I don't think I'll ever cook a humble pie as good as the XRP community did. Does anybody have a wife or a husband that cooks as good as this community right here? The XRP community that was just consolidating forever, just kept on consolidating. Everybody's saying, hey, it's getting sued. It's security. It's not going to do this. And the XRP community didn't care. They said, you know what? Payments are the future. We're going to stay locked in. We're going to continue to DCA. And then this happens. There only can be so much selling and so much redistribution to a certain point. What happens? I see my XRP people pull it up right now. Much love. You guys are killing it on the YouTube channel, man. And we're going to be having XRP on a daily basis from here on out. You guys are killing it on my channel. Subscribers going up. And I rock with that level of conviction that you guys have because I don't think nobody has a humble pie as good as the one that XRP cooked up for everybody. How many people were flooding XRP? How many people were saying that, hey, their security, they're toast. They're never going to get out of it. And this shows you that even a blue chip like XRP, the strength in the community is so strong, right? And it's so important to have a very strong community. And now do we not only see an altcoin season pouring all over us? I mean, it's just altcoin season is all over us, right? We're scared to say it because we're almost like we don't want to jinx it, right, fam? We're like, it's happening, but it's happening, fam. And XRP community has really showed everybody how it's done. And they're also a part of it. They're not being left behind. XRP Moneymaker is amazing. The coin, okay. For the coin, absolutely. This thing is absolutely amazing. It has a lot of attributes that every project can take a page out of. Every community can take a page out of, and just show that, hey, if you stay locked in, no matter how much time goes by, eventually you get to make life-changing money. You know how many people in XRP from down here? There's everybody FOMOing in right now, and they're making some gains. Don't get me wrong; they're making some nice gains. But the type of life-changing money of the people who've been accumulating has made. And we're going to rip a page right out of this. Make sure you guys rinse and repeat this as well and accumulate that XPX. We'll talk about that project that I launched on Smart DeFi in just a bit that allows you to even spend your XRP in the real world. But right now, let's talk about XRP right now, making its all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. Shout out to the XRP community right now. Can we have a pullback? Absolutely. I mean, we're all adults here. We can handle that. We've been in crypto. We know what happens in cryptocurrency. There's pullbacks, right? And that pullback will happen. Let's go XRP. I see you guys watching right now, and this is not flooding this XRP. This is so that when there's a pullback, that people don't start to paper hand their XRP just because there's a pullback. I want people to be able to digest that. Hey, what goes up must go down. What goes down must go up, and that's just what happens, right? It happens nonstop. It's very secular. Next thing you know, your trees bearing fruit. Next thing you know, there's no fruit. The leaves have fallen. It's all gone. Then the cycle starts all over again. And this thing is very circular. So the reason I do this is so that if we break the previous way low, right, and we see these lows and they get broken, and we get a sell signal, let's get that indicator, that blunt house indicator, which we are going to have blunt house, the infamous blunt house. If everything continues on track on Wednesday, we'll have blunt house, the guy who invented this indicator that I love to use right here. Yes, this guy right here, the guy with the indicator on TradingView, we're going to have on the live stream for you guys. All right, so that's going to be on Wednesday. Make sure you guys do not miss out. It's going to be Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. If everything continues, where we're going to have, somebody with years and years of experience, somebody who honestly, like I've told you guys, if you're the smartest man in the room, you're in the wrong room. And I've been able to refine my trading strategy with this guy and use his indicator where it gives me that pull the trigger, boom, just really easy. And I'm going to let you guys know, this is what it will look like. I'm not saying that it's going to go back down all the way down. No. If we break the previous waves low, you guys will see that we'll probably touch the 50 moving average, but we can also fill this gap right here on the 4-hour chart and come back down to 293, $3 range. That doesn't mean that it's done, right? I remember XRP at 50 cents forever, bro. It was at 50 cents. Nice to see it run up. Absolutely. I'm with you, bro. And it's not done running up. It's actually not done running up. I honestly think, I'm a firm believer that XRP will most likely run up to that $7 range really easy, and maybe enough FOMO to push it to 10. Maybe enough FOMO to push it to 10. You guys let me know. Where do you guys see that peak XRP at this bull run and stuff? Because we are definitely, and it's almost like bull run doesn't suit this anymore. I'm almost just going to start saying in this super cycle, because that's really where I feel that we're at. We got Colt pulling up as well. Welcome in, Colt. We're going to be bringing you guys up as well. Get the whole community in here. We have 141 people, 142 people, 143 people across multiple social media platforms and climbing. So make sure that you guys share the link on your main social accounts. I'll make some clips of this later on. We'll post it on TikTok. We'll post it on X. We'll post it on YouTube as shorts. We'll get the word out there. So run to your guys' respected Telegram groups right now, your respected Discord groups right now. Share this link right now so we can get everybody on the same page. And, where people don't have to worry if there's a slight pullback on XRP and it comes down to this shelf, what we see right here, 326, okay? If it broke the previous way's low, and we got a sell signal on the 4-hour chart, right? A little bit of a correction, nothing to be concerned about. A bounce most likely off this 50 moving average. It could look something like this. Let's see. Right? The 50 moving average continues. We get that sell signal, and it goes like this, and it can go like this, peak a little bit underneath, and get right back on top. That happens quite a bit. I've been watching this thing for a while. That happens quite a bit. All right, so we'll be keeping an eye on these prices. If it can continue to keep pumping up on these daily charts, right now we're in price discovery. Price discovery when it comes to XRP right now. So how high can it go? I mean, next stop is $4, fam. Next stop for XRP is $4 XRP. We've already broken over 350. We're at 360. That's how you move with numbers. It goes 5, 10, 15, 20. The minute you get over that 5 mark, it's more to the top than it is to the low. So right now, our next stop for XRP and price discovery is about that $4 range, which I do believe it's going to hit. Now, there's going to be short-term volatility. There's going to be corrections and whatnot, but nothing to be too concerned about like this. These little corrections like that sell signal, pull back, bounce off the 50, or like I just showed you guys, a little bit underneath the 50 to get right back above it and start climbing up again. And you can see that this is the section that it has to break above for it to continue. And you can see that there's no more volume up here because that's price discovery. So breaking this all-time high of, that 365 cents on $3.65 on XRP is where we get into that next area of going into, that $4 range on XRP, which I do think it's about to happen. Very bullish. Plus, Trump and BTC Strategic Reserve are not here for confidence for retail, and it's going to happen. That's what's so exciting, is that it's going to happen for all of us, and we're going to be like, hey, we were in it already. We knew what was up. Here we go. BNB is also getting some action as well as far as, what's going on with BNB. And, when we talk about BNB, we talk about XPX, the project I launched with an epic team on Smart DeFi, because our asset backing is through the roof and our price goes up no matter what when BNB is going up. We have over $43,000 in asset backing, not $4,300. We have $43,000 in asset backing, which is extremely bullish. And we've seen BNB come all the way up here. Let's start off on the daily, and then we'll work our way down, fam. Daily chart right here, topping out right at the top right here at 783. You know, still no sell signal on the daily. On the daily, we got the 4 hour, just a red candle, nothing to be concerned about. But we can see where these gaps are starting to present themselves. Where if it starts to come down, we can see the 750 mark, even the point of control down here at 730 or something like that. But right now is the time to even back up the truck on your BNB because it's not done climbing. These are discount prices, fire sale prices for BNB, while you guys can get it for the cheap at $767 right here. And we could possibly see it come down to that 731 and printing a sell signal and bouncing off the 50 moving average to continue. And then you lower the time frames, and then you kind of see some of that action happening right now, some of that fractal action happening, right? Because fibs and fractals, this thing's just happening nonstop. So, we could see where still not a sell signal, but it's looking like it's about to, right? And that sell signal can print, and then we'll see it where it's going to want to fill this gap on this side and come right down to exactly, if you look, that shelf, that price shelf right here is really close to exactly where that 50 moving average is at. It would have to break this right here. So we could see if it broke that 760 mark and it broke the previous way's low, most likely we'll see, BNB come back and get a little bit more oomph to keep on rallying to the upside. BNB is looking bullish on its route to 1K, $1,000 BNB is, programmed right now. What else are we looking at, fam? What else are you guys buying right now? Are you guys buying SUI right now? Let's see what you guys are looking at. Just the market cap of SUI. AVAX is doing good. This is another one I've been telling everybody about for a while. This is not the one. This is by market cap. Here you guys go. AVAX not done as well. AVAX headed towards this. Look at this daily chart looking super bullish. AVAX headed to this upper valley range. And if it breaks $30, it's most definitely going to fill this gap and come up to up here, this $35 or even higher, like we've been talking about, getting up to that $44 range. AVAX is going to do this. You can get some AVAX and get some Arena, stake it, and it's a safe bag to have parked. Honestly, it's really it's low hanging fruit right now. You're not going to make 100x on it, but can you make an easy 3 to 5x? Yeah, you could definitely do that. Secure 5x. The Avalanche is going to do it no matter what. 100%, 100%, fam. So really big thing to mention right now as we continue into the live stream. Overall crypto market cap $3.93 trillion market cap. Even with BTC pulling back, the market cap holding its all-time highs as it continues to go push towards $4 trillion market cap, which will be a very monumental moment in cryptocurrency as Bitcoin continues to rally and fulfill this Bitcoin rainbow chart, as altcoin starts to come to life. You can guarantee yourself that we're going to see this cryptocurrency market break over that $4 trillion market cap and start to head towards $5 trillion, which is pretty exciting to think about because we know that this is something that Bitcoin's also going to do on its own over here as far as starting to absorb a lot of this right here. These market caps are about to get absorbed by Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin finally flips gold, we'll see Bitcoin right around that 250K. It's very doable. This is not, I know it sounds crazy and almost like maybe it's not going to happen, but I'm letting you guys know right now, Bitcoin will continue to absorb this stuff because they all have to come up with a good idea for a Bitcoin reserve. Bitcoin is not thinking about anything else other than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not making an Amazon reserve. Nobody's making an Apple stock reserve. They're not doing that. Everybody's thinking about how can we make a Bitcoin reserve, and there's only 21 million Bitcoin in the world, and the OTC counter is drying up. Over the counter purchasing of this thing is drying up, and you're going to see more price discovery continue to happen on Bitcoin. Now, let's head over to BYD5. Those who are pulling up for that giveaway, $500 giveaway, fam. Like I said before the stream, I got on a call with BYD5 themselves to make sure that we can run it for another week, fam. To make sure that we can run it for a whole nother week. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys are listening on X, YouTube, or Rumble, or maybe some of the TikToks that I make later on, make sure that you guys come over here and have that bell notification lit because the markets are hot and you got exchanges just giving away money. So we're making sure that you guys can get a piece of this action. Make sure that you guys can snatch it up. So right now we got BYD5. You guys are interested in that $500 giveaway that we'll be running for this week. First come, first serve. You guys have to come over here, get tapped in right here, register right here, post your UID number. You're going to get a UID number, your personal UID number when you sign up. It's going to be right next to your profile picture. And I want you guys to join this Telegram. The link is also down below. If this one doesn't work for you, click on the link in the description and join this Telegram. And then, and you know what? One of the biggest plays that we made money off of this group right here, you're cheating yourself if you're not in this group. Vanna, remember Vanna is printing hard, fam. Vanna is printing hard. This is if you're inside this group, okay? If you're inside that Moneybags Mansions group, if you're inside this, go to swing trades and go to the gap and go trades, look for Vanna and look at the entry that is said to get in on Vanna, the signal. This is all for free. Mind you, this is all for free happening right now, where you guys can then go ahead and go onto BYDFi and do it yourself. You guys can do this, okay? And I want you guys to check the receipts. People talk nonstop on spaces. I'm letting you guys know right now. Go check the receipts. Join this Telegram. Get some of the free money. Go in this group. There's signals for shorts, longs, for swing trades, and for gap and go trades. Okay, so if you guys want to see, go look at what this group, inside this group, we posted for Vanna, which was, I'll tell you guys, at $5 was the entry. This thing's pumped up all the way to $5.71. Literally printed crazy on this thing. Racks, just racks on racks on racks, with a 50x leverage right here. So if you guys want to use some of that free money that BYDFi is giving away, make sure you guys use this link right here, register, join this Telegram, hit /verify, and make sure that you guys are tapped in, so then you guys can come over here to the BYDFi exchange and start to trade. You guys can come over here to the markets. You guys can post some of these trades. You guys can trade the futures like I've been trading. This is where it's hot. This is where things are happening. This is where you guys can print and then go put it into your favorite projects, your favorite plays. You guys can set your orders. You guys can have limit. You guys can set market orders. You guys can even come over here and set how much leverage you guys want, right? You guys can set the leverage all the way to 200. I don't advise you do that, but you have the ability to set that up. You guys can go from isolated to cross margin, which is isolated, won't use your whole bag, or you guys can use cross, which will use your whole bag to make sure that you don't get liquidated. Let's say you don't want to trade on the CEX, or you just want to use it to be able to convert the money that you're making from all the trades that you're doing on MoonX, right? Or you're trading on Pump Fun, or you're trading on, this 4 Meme, and you're trading meme coins right now, right from the BYDFi exchange, the one that I'm giving you guys the money that I am loading your guys' accounts. We have this $500 giveaway for you guys this whole week. We're going to be giving away quite a bit of money. Do not miss out. You guys can come over to MoonX right on BYDFi and trade your favorite meme coins, the ones that are trending, or the new listings, and see how bad you guys can get wrecked or how rich you guys can get, right? Because right here, you guys can click a quick buy of 0.1 SOL and see if you guys find yourself a gem, or maybe you guys don't, or maybe you guys do. If you guys do, you guys can go ahead and use this whole exchange to convert that, to switch it from Solana, all within this exchange. You guys even have the choice to say, hey, I want to convert that into some BNB because I found some BNB plays that I want to trade. You guys come over here to the BNB side, switch it to BNB. You find the trending coins on BNB, all the meme coins that are hitting hard right now on BNB, or you guys can try your luck on the new listings on BNB, the ones coming from 4 Meme, the ones coming from, this MoonX and all those good things. And you guys can do 0.01 buy of BNB and see if you guys find yourself the next big meme coin, right? So all of this is happening right here on BYD5. They do have some trade to earn campaigns going on right now that are very easy to do, especially if you're trading futures. It's done by volume, so it's really easy to be on the exchange side, where you guys can come over here to derivatives, click on USDTM, trade futures, and from the volume that you guys are traded, you guys will qualify automatically for some of these events that they have going on right now. Okay, so some of the events that we're talking about is, let's see, we got some that are live. Actually, these are ended, so this one right here is ongoing. So this one's ongoing for the next 151 days. We got MoonX KOL recruitment. We also have, this one's ended. There was another one. It must have just ended. There was a trading one right here. These are the spot events, but when you're logged in, you'll see the future events as well. They have, that's these right here. It just ended. This right here. So I might as well, I probably got some of this as well. Share $10,000 hot picks, where just trading on futures, you guys can also get some of the new coins that are listing added to your portfolio right on BYDFi. So really cool, really, really cool. This is the one that's going on right now as well. This is the other one ongoing. I knew there was another one. Here we go. So get $100 loss rebate and share $10,000. There's 5 days left on this one right here. All you guys got to do is do some trading, and you guys qualify for this win on BYDFi. So make sure you guys go check this out. If you guys want to read more on the details, make sure you guys register first with my referral link. Join that Telegram so you guys can get the giveaway and just use that BYDFi money that you guys are going to be getting to do some of this trading. So like that, you guys don't have to, move any of your bags around. You guys should be able to print. Let's go ahead and go to Smart DeFi, fam. Welcome in. Let's start off right at the top. Let's go to Feg Token. Let's go to our top gainers. We got Noma Token right up at the top, 3.4 up on the day. We got Molly up 3.3 up on the day. We got Dice up 2.2 up on the day. You got the United Smart DeFi assets up 1.6%. You got Penguin up 1.5%, and you got XPX up 1.1%. Very bullish day. We're about to hit 1.5 million, fam. You guys know that I'm serious about what we're about to do next. But let's go to Feg Token. It's pumping up right now. They got some latest and greatest. I think they got an AMA with Noma coming up as well. So I do want to let you guys know about that. I think it's important for people to pull up, show strength in numbers. Whether you buy Noma, whether you don't have Noma, it's all about this whole ecosystem. And I think that Noma is I think they haven't made a post about it. But I do want to let you guys know that there is a AMA that I seen posted in the SD chat. I'm not sure if they're doing another one, but I want you guys to tap in. I seen it in the SD chat where there is a AMA, and maybe there's another AMA coming up. And I want you guys to definitely tap in on that and not miss out. So come check this out over here at FegToken.com. It's nice that they posted this right here. Amazing amount of views. Look at this, man. It's crazy what we can all do together right here. Look at this. 102 likes, 3,300 views. That is super powerful right there. The Genius Act signed, of course. That's super bullish. Letting everybody tap in right there. We got a lot of marketing campaigns, but I think I saw something that there was like an AMA with Noma token, and they're doing the tokenization RWA in Kenya. So if you're interested in, some real estate and seeing what those markets are going to look like ahead of time before everybody else, and getting into a project that's already building it out in Kenya before the African market pulls up, you guys definitely want to check out Noma token and not miss out on what they got going on, because it's absolutely massive what they're able to do. Very massive, very massive. We got Gorilla XPX. I see you guys posting that right there. I see that. I see Pluto Bolic is here. Welcome in, everybody. Cryptos Jay, what's up, bro? Get the vote army in here. You guys are pulling up strong. Everybody's in here. Strength in numbers, man. I'm telling you guys right now, there's strength in numbers. I see the CC Dog pulling up as well. We're going to talk about you guys as well. We're breaking a new part of the stream because we're about to break over 200 people live. Oh, we're about to check it. We're going to check it. Don't worry. We're milking the stream. We're about to have a solid stream today. Today's not a 1 hour stream. It's a overtime on the overtime stream with altcoin season upon us. But I want to see all the chat light up right there. We got 183, about to hit 200 people live on YouTube, X, Rumble, all that good stuff. And I want you guys to come over here and check out Feg Token. If you guys are new to the idea of Feg Token, come over here. Let me open this up. Let me shield this for you guys, because it's important that you guys learn about Feg Token, because this is the project that created the Smart DeFi platform that I use to launch my project called XPX with Ali, David, Marlon. I mean, it's our project. This is something that we've done together, and even the community's project. And it was Feg Token that made this Smart DeFi platform. So if you guys want to learn more about Feg Token, the governance token that powers the whole Smart DeFi platform, which I think to me is the most bullish, launch pad out there, you guys definitely want to come over here and learn more about Feg Token. If you guys want to find another way to learn about Feg Token, which I think is pretty cool as well, you guys can go to DAppBay, which is over there. DAppBay is also talking about Feg Token as well. Let's see where we're at right here. Let's open this up, which I think is very bullish. Let's open this up as well, which is another very bullish. And actually, I had one open. So ranked number 55 right now is Feg Token. So there's going to be people that come over from 4.meme, and people who, they might click on 4.meme and they're checking out Launchpads and they're like, wait a minute, I came to check out 4.meme, but what is this Feg Token thing over here? There's similar dApps. It was like, I came to check out a Launchpad. What? There's Smart DeFi is a similar Launchpad as well. Let me go check this out, right? And this is what it's all about. And that took a lot of work, from the team to get that squared away. And I'm very happy to see that it's all squared away. And you guys come over here and check out and learn about Feg Token, learn about what's going on, learn the statistics, learn about Smart DeFi, learn also about Smart DeFi, or Feg Token and Smart DeFi. And you guys are seeing right here, like I said, ranked number 61 on Smart DeFi and ranked number 55 on Feg Token. And that's double, marketing, if you guys ask me, because when people come over here to PancakeSwap, and maybe they're looking at PancakeSwap, or they're looking at 4.meme actually, which is the one that everybody's looking at right now, 4.meme, they're gonna bump into Feg token and they're gonna bump into Smart DeFi, and that's not priced into the chart, fam. Okay, that's not priced in. So you got the number 7 launchpad being put right next to Smart DeFi, which to me is huge. All right, so come over here, come over to Feg Token as well. Listen to the videos, man. I've dropped countless videos. I'm glad they posted this one as well at Feg Token. Give them a follow. Over 408,000. No rest for the wicked. No, sir. No, sir. But at Feg Token over here, really strong, over 408,000 followers on this thing. Chart starting to pick up as well, cruising at $8.5 million market cap. Consolidation, consolidation. It can only consolidate for so long till we freaking have that pop, man. So let's make it happen together. This is something that the gorillas have to stand up. We got a nice chunky buy right there of $2,800 of Feg token being bought up and snatching up these, discount prices right here on Feg token. So, hey, low discount prices on a project that made this launchpad, a launchpad that I support so much that I even had the audacity to go ahead and launch my own project on this platform. And this project right now is called XPX. We're going to transition to this right now with 76.93%. I'm going to say that again. 76.93% of the supply is staked in XPX, everybody. That is super bullish. That's the team, that's the community, and that is conviction on this healthy daily chart. It is time to back the truck up. We got some big things going on for today. We got Barn, that's the other one, Barn on fire today, CMC. Okay, we'll check that one out. Get the Barn community to pull up, and we'll check out your guys' play. We got crypto. My crypto fan pulling up, CC Dog. I mean, we're going to be pulling that one up as well. Get the whole community in here. We got some really nice numbers. Everybody should be spamming the chat right now for your favorite plays. Otherwise, I don't know what else you're doing, right? So let's start off right here. This is the project I launched. If you guys want to support the channel, you guys also want to support the project that I launched on Smart DeFi, go get a bag, everybody. We're headed towards all-time high. How long do I got to tell you guys that we're going to break this thing? If you guys have been supporting the channel, it's very easy. You have an EVM wallet. Go get some BNB. Put some BNB and join me on this journey to all-time high and beyond. All-time high is 2.7, not that far away, and we're right now at $3.36 million market cap. Fam, it's happening. We got some low-hanging fruit. We got some exchanges in Hong Kong that has been hitting us up, which is really, really going to be nice for us. Thinking about getting more demographic into XPX, more people to learn about XPX. So there is some Hong Kong exchanges that we've been in talks to, and, we've been letting you guys know what's up. So big exchanges coming up. We also have the Rare Evo event coming up, and we have a very healthy chart right now with a lot of utility. Let me talk about some of this utility as we continue on this live stream. We're going to talk about your CC Dog. We're going to talk about your base plays, your Solana plays. Make sure you guys tap in, smash the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But we have right out the gate this project that I launched on Smart DeFi with Ali, Marlon, and David. And right out the gate, we had staking rewards for everybody. Everybody has been making passive income nonstop. This reminds me of, those with strong conviction, like the XRP community. This is another X token, but really focus on payments for everybody in the DeFi space, no matter what you're trading, what you're using. But headed towards this all-time high 100% and have been making staking rewards for everybody. Everybody has been making staking rewards since the inception of this project. And we've been live for over a year and our pay portal live for 10 months. The project has been live for 13 months and the pay portal has been live for 10 months, fam. The pay portal has been live for 10 months with over 6 figures in pay orders. So right now we got staking rewards for everybody. So come over here, buy a bag of XPX, stake your bag of XPX, and earn passive income on every buy and sell transaction on XPX. What does XPX stands for? X pays X. If you guys in the future want to take a loan out against your XPX tokens, you guys can. How can you take out a loan against your XPX? This is about to be one of the most bullish parts of the video today of the live stream. How are you able to take out a loan against your XPX token? This asset backing is getting thick, fam. XPX at some point is going to continue to climb. This asset backing on every buy and sell transaction, there's BNB backing the XPX token, so you guys can take out a 30-day interest-free loan against your XPX token and then off-ramp it onto your XPX Visa card, okay? And that is not priced into the chart of XPX that you're able to take out a loan because this has been growing over time as the supply has been burning. 6.8% burned as every buy and sell transaction, 1% on the buy, 1.5% on the sell. The asset backing has been rising. The baseline floor price of XPX continues to go up because it's being backed by BNB that allows you to take out a loan out against the BNB asset backed value of your XPX tokens and then use it in the real world. That is extremely bullish, fam, and is definitely not priced in. Another thing that is very unique because of all this asset backing, which is super, super powerful. And big shout out to Rox, RTR, Tommy, Fanik, um, SK, all of the devs behind of Smart DeFi. Because we put so much into asset backing, XPX's asset backing is as strong as most projects' liquidity pool. Because of all that asset backing on XPX, when BNB started to pump, the price of XPX just started to rise. We're gonna keep going up as BNB continues to climb, and BNB 2x's from here. And this is $43,000, $44,000 in asset backing at current BNB prices, not altcoin season BNB mania prices. So I'm really excited to see this possibly turn into six figures in asset backing and the price of XPX really start to go into some price discovery zone. And it's most definitely going to do that because you coupled asset backing with the burn mechanism and is programmed that eventually, as the burn continues to go up, that we will hit price discovery. We will have the push of, asset backing happening at the same time, and we will have people in profit. Now, if you guys are making profits, this is not just for the XPX community. You don't have to hold XPX. You don't even have to be an individual. You could be the business. Let's say you're a business of XPX. If you are making money in crypto and you want to be able to off ramp it and use it in the real world, you guys are definitely going to want to come over here to xpxpay.com. Like I said, this is the project I launched. This is my crypto Visa here. I've been using it for, over 10 months already. Here you guys go. It's right there looking bullish. Get your card today so you guys can also off ramp your cryptocurrency and use it in the real world. Come to xpxpay.com, go to Crypto Bill Pay, and click on the widget that suits you best, right? Whether it's getting a gold card, whether it's getting a plastic card for contactless pay where you guys can tap to pay, whether it's getting the virtual card, whether it's doing non-KYC payments so you don't have to KYC and you can pay, your family's bill, your mom's bill, your girlfriend's bill, your side things bill, whoever's bill you want to pay. Maybe she's living in Mexico. Maybe your pool guy has a bill that you want to pay. But, whatever it might be, whatever. We're having fun today, fam. With all the Coldplay concert stuff, maybe you got to take care of one of your boo things and you got to pay a bill. If it's one of these 10 countries you want to do a non-KYC, you guys can do it right here with XPX Pay. If you guys want some gift cards, if you guys want to get some gift cards, non-KYC, come over here. All around the world, even embargo countries, you're able to come over here and get a gift card, everybody. Whether you're trying to go on a cruise, whether you're trying to buy groceries at Walmart, whether you're trying to get more and more round like I keep doing with Uber Eats, you guys can do that right now today without holding XPX. Now, I also do want to add, if you guys are a individual, you guys have access to all this. But if you guys are also a business that wants to accept cryptocurrency, you guys also can open up a business account at XPX at Dash right here, dash.xpxpay.com, and choose to either open an individual account or a business account or both. And that means that if you open up both, you have access to two cards of 150K limit. So you have up to $300,000 limit, spending limit. If you have a business account and an individual account, you get to have two gold cards or two plastic cards or one plastic card and one gold card, but your business could then for accept cryptocurrency. Let's say your business is doing really good and it's a crypto business and you want to pay your shillers, you want to pay your raiders, you want to take care of everybody in the space and you want to pay them something like a Quads is doing. Let me show you guys an example of what a Quads is doing over here. A Quads is a freelancer hub that is letting people get paid in cryptocurrency. The way that they're using our business portal is that when all these freelancers are going to get paid, they accept it via their payroll feature, and then they can accept that payment and then choose whether they want to off ramp that payment via non KYC card, non-KYC payment or their gold card. So this allows businesses to also pay their employees in the real world, or even if you have a crypto project like something like a Quads that we're working with that has an upgraded version of the business account, and all of these freelancers have an XPX account so that they can off ramp what they've earned from working in the space. So XPX is really unique, everybody. I want you guys to understand that this is not just, a project for ourselves. This is for the whole space. We have multiple projects on our pay portal. We have a Quads. We have Feg Token paying for their whole infrastructure. We have a limousine business. We have a car dealership, a barbershop, and smoke shop, all on the business accounts of XPX Pay. And that's how, through this business pay portal, we have garnered over six figures in paid orders. So if you guys want to learn more about XPX Pay, whether it's about getting a bag in the token, which will be facilitated through all these transactions, then go ahead and join this Telegram. Or whether it's just because you want to learn more about the business accounts and you guys want to get your business registered, so like that you guys can have your business account, accept cryptocurrency, and maybe even in the future you'll have something like a Quads. Maybe you have a real business that actually has employees that want to get paid. I truly believe that there's going to come a time where, just like today, like, when you go to Chick-fil-A, or you go like to, obviously I go to Chick-fil-A and I love it, or like Panda Express, there's signs here on the West Coast that say, hey, you get paid $20 an hour if you work here at Chick-fil-A or whatever. There's going to come a time where Chick-fil-A is even going to say you can get paid $20 an hour, but you can choose to have half of your check done in cryptocurrency. Mark my words that that's going to become a reality. The fact that XPX is building that today, before the whole, retail and institutions come in and this becomes a norm of, businesses being able to pay their employees in cryptocurrency, it is absolutely massive. So if you guys want to be ahead of the curve and make sure that your business model also doesn't stay behind of the curve when we're switching things to Web3, just like a Quads is doing right now, being one of the first ones knocking this freelancer hub out the park, but letting all these freelancers being paid through the XPX Pay portal is massive, fam. So if your crypto project is going to be successful and it has some kind of business model tied behind it, and you guys want to be able to pay your employees and save money on gas fees through our payroll features that we have, let me know, because this is huge. All of this that is generated over six figures and continue, it's going to go to seven figures, will go directly into XPX over here for buybacks and burns, for development, for our Just Shop Crypto shop, for this project, no matter what. And obviously we have a working recipe, because like I said, we've done over six figures in paid orders. If you are a project listening right now, we have a merch store that we just launched, and if you guys want to get listed on this, I want you guys to DM us as well, because this thing is much more than just a merch stop. If you're a project listening in right now, this is a marketing machine. We have sent out the packages. There are people getting ready. It is time to back the truck up. If you are a project, make sure you guys get your bags ready right now, because we have people like Zach Humphreys on here. We're going to get more KOLs and more projects to list on justshopcrypto.com, where this is a great way for projects to create a revenue stream from their marketing expenses, but also get exposure and break out of their echo chamber. It's not just the same people talking to the same people, and they can come over here and be like, hey, what? Zach Humphreys community comes to let's say Zach Humphreys community comes to Just Shop Crypto, and we have, a project listed on here, whatever project it might be, maybe Feg Token. Well, Zach Humphreys community is now getting exposure to Feg Token because of Just Shop Crypto. So this is much more than just, your coffee mug and your accessories and things like that. Although our merch is fire right now, and I do want you guys to come check it out and cop some of this merch for sure. Some of this stuff is going to become exclusive later on, so make sure that you guys get it while it lasts. All right, so very, very, very more varies bullish on Just Shop Crypto, fam. So discount prices on XPX. Let's go ahead. We're going to shift gears right now in this last little segment, headed towards all-time high. This is what I want the chart to look like. I think it's pretty funny and it's a lot of fun. We're right now at $1.35 million market cap, looking crazy bullish if you guys ask me, and I'm sure the rest of you guys can agree with this. The way that our market cap to liquidity ratio looks, the holders look, everything that we have right here for XPX looks really, really strong. And we're headed in the right direction of breaking $1.5 million market cap. And we're also going to be going to this rare Evo event, and obviously getting our VIP tickets, getting tapped in so we can network and do what we did at the BTC conference. Okay. This is going to be the same thing that happened last time with the BTC conference. A lot of buying pressure, a lot of onboarding. We knocked it out the park with the BTC conference. If you guys don't tell me this chart doesn't look like it's en route to all-time high, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm letting you guys know right now we have some dry powder, some firing powder, and we're about to turn up the heat. So join us in this altcoin season as we continue to develop not just for us and our investors, but for the whole space. And we continue to bring Web 2 into Web 3. These are discount prices, and none of this utility that we have right now is priced into this chart. So load up right now on XPX. X pays X. Let's go ahead and shift gears. Let's talk about some of the highlighted projects we're going to have up above right now. Man, I'm so pumped up for you guys today. The markets are so hot. Things are looking so good. And I know we are, man. Whether we're in a meme coin or whether we're looking at our utility plays, or if you're printing on a meme coin and you're using your XPX card to to spend your crypto, right? Like I did a test with my XPX card. I loaded my card and ordered pizza in under 10 minutes. I'd off ramp Solana, I put it onto my XPX card, and I ordered Pizza Hut, and under 10 minutes, I was done. So, whether you're chasing meme coins, we want everybody to win here in this space. This is a play that I found for you guys at a discount price. It's already starting to pump up. It's already starting to look good. Very healthy chart. And who doesn't remember this dog? Let me know in the chat right now if you guys remember this dog. Did you grow up in this era? Did you see this cartoon? Oh my God, what a great cartoon. What a great cartoon. It was right at the end of my days of cartoon watching, but because of the younger ones watching it's just a great cartoon. Now, I want you guys to come over here, tap in. This is going to be a nostalgic piece for everybody, and it's actually holding really well because I'm sure there's a big crowd in crypto that is right around the same age that understands the Courage the dog, right? The cowardly dog. I mean, come on, fam. Don't tell me you guys don't remember this one. This is huge. And when you use it like this with that Matt Fury font, there's a lot of fun and some meat left on the bone with this one right now, or some honey in the pot. Like, whoa, exchange listing. Whoa, that's huge right there. Fam, that is huge right there. So it's on XT already. That's good. And if they got listed on one exchange, that means that there's more to come right there. So XT will list, and this was already a while back, about 20 days ago. But that tells you that, hey, this thing can get listed with this animation. So that is very bullish right there. We got the Crypto Conrad, of course, man. I always see him posting some bullish stuff as well. This play right here is looking very bullish. Maybe some more exchanges to come. You got your YouTube channels talking about it. You have your cross pollination. You have a healthy chart, and you have a very nostalgic piece of art right here. There nobody can deny how nostalgic this is, and I think most of us in the space can agree that this is one of those plays that we're going to be paying attention to right now when it comes to the space. I think this is a fun play, and I think anybody who sees it is going to like it. Now, where are we at in the chart? Are we ready for a breakout? You guys let me know. I see the big CC dog community in here. Courage the dog up in here, but how high do you guys think this is going to go? Oh, you said MXC soon? Okay, so we got the cowardly dog on Biconomy, Ascendex, BitGet, Wallet, and soon on MEXC XT. That is bullish right there. That is bullish right there. We know that MEXC brings a pump. Not like it used to right away, but it brings a pump. Don't think that MEXC is just going to be like, oh, we're listed on MEXC and it's not a big deal. That is a big deal. I think more so than some of the other ones. I'm cool with Biconomy. I'm really tapped in with them. I really like Biconomy. I think that's a great place to be for, some cross-pollination. But I really like the idea of this thing getting on MEXC, and this is what the chart looks like right now. Because if anybody on MEXC came and they're like, okay, what's going on with this? They would see that this is a healthy looking chart. This is a chart that looks tempting, right? It doesn't look like a chart that's not like, even if it got listed, people were like, nah, the chart's looking down. I don't want nothing to do with it. Right here, $1 million market cap is what it bounced off of. That's what it broke off, came back and tested it, went all the way up to 3.2 actually, $1 million market cap. And it's looking to, that 1.5 is a psychological barrier. And then the 2 million, the CC dog community, $2 million market cap right here. It's a little bit lower, this range right here, but it's basically just that, right? The 2 million is right above it. But breaking out of this range right here is where the next thing of FOMO starts to happen. More listings coming, bro. I can see it. I can see it. The MEXC one would be huge. And all it takes is like the more exposure this dog gets, so many people recognize this dog, somebody's going to sprinkle it with a little bit. I mean, it's not, you don't want to say like, hey, I watched this cartoon growing up my childhood, and long behold, it's the one that's flying at $50 million market cap or $100 million market cap. And I watched the cartoon nonstop, and I seen it on Rico Moneybag's stream, and I didn't get a bag. And I didn't get a bag of it. So right now it's cruising right now, holding really strong. I like, the low volume doesn't bother me. Like even XPX, we grind up with low volume. Sometimes people have to understand that that's real organic volume. If you want the fake volume, it kicks on and it'll make some things happen. But when it's nice and quiet like this, is when you usually want to start to accumulate. This is when you want to, think about accumulating right now. So within this month, Mexi, I like that. I like that. So here you guys go. Very early play. If you guys ask me, I'm already showing you guys that they want to hold this thing. Has really, really strong support right here at the $1 million market cap. We got Boss Fam pulling up strong as well. What's up, Boss Fam? But man, I'm really liking this right now. I'm liking this play, and I want you guys to come check it out. Join the Telegram. Make sure you guys go through all your official links and make sure that you guys got the right contract address. I do got it posted in the Moneybags Mansion. If you guys are in that Moneybags Mansion, you guys would have got in very early on this play. It's not done cooking. It's not done. There's more to go. It could pump up a lot higher. It's just getting started. They're talking about MEXC this month. So man, come on now, man. Make sure you guys come over here, like, comment, and retweet. If you guys are listening on X, I need you guys to follow as well. Don't just watch the stream and not follow. Make sure you guys give me a follow. Also, give the main account of XPX a follow as we're growing that account. If you guys are rocking with the channel, you guys got to rock with the project I launched. It doesn't even make sense. You're going to say I rock with the stream, but not the project. Make it make sense. So give XPX a follow as well, and also get a bag. So CC Doge, man, this is what I want to see this one do. This is what I want to see. I dare this community. This is what or CC Dog. I mean, this is what I want this community to do because we talk about it on the channel all the time. 5 million, and we're just gonna mark it up, and then 10 million. We're just gonna mark it up to see if we get one of those opportunities where we find the community, everybody on the channel, one of those banger plays once again that I tell everybody about it on some low market caps. And then once it breaks 5 million, it gets a little bit more pumpity pump, pump, pump. And then it breaks 10 million and we don't know how high it goes. I'm not going to even mark up that because it can go to 20, it can go to 30, it can go to 40. It all depends on the community and the type of holders that it's going to have. So right now we got some short-term goals to hit. Let's go ahead and head towards that $5 million market cap, break that, send this thing to 10 million, get the FOMO from the MEXC to come in where they can't resist. And at the same time, the chart is ripping with the listing. And that's how you catapult these things to over 20, 30, 40 million, and possibly could be the next $100 million meme coin. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. Keep it grooving. Let me know what you guys think. We got some more plays for you guys, man. This is a fire stream. We got over 262 people live. You guys have turned up. You guys are really turning up, man. Man, you guys are showing out. When you guys show out and you guys make the streams this live like that, man, you guys don't even know. That makes me feel so good. It really does, because we can get the word out there where people can print and have some fun, whether it's my project XPX, whether it's Cult, whether it's CC Dog, whether it's Feg Token, whatever it might be. But we can have some fun together, and the more numbers we have, the more people will find out about our favorite plays, okay? And right now, this is another one, the best meme coin. That's what they're calling it, the best meme coin ever.com. This one's Cult. We called this one around 150, 160K. It's ripped up to 200, come back down. It's ripped up back to 200. It's come back down. It's ripped back up to 200. It's come back down, right? It keeps repeating that back to back, but nonetheless, it's showing you guys that they want to take this thing a lot higher, and they're pushing it really, really strong, right? So I like this play right here. We've been keeping an eye on it. This is best meme coin ever. If you guys got some Solana and you guys want to find a nice little play before it sends, I've been finding you guys these plays. It's not because I'm some kind of guru. Sometimes these plays land on my desk. Sometimes they land on my lap, and I'm just sharing it with you guys to make sure that we can print off of these and have some fun, because that's what meme coins are actually about. You have to almost change the way that you look at a meme coin compared to your utility play, because this is about printing and having some fun. And I think that when you find these plays at these low market caps before every influencer is talking about it, before all the listening starts to happen, before certain psychological market caps start to break, you get in early to have some fun. I'll get a bag of Courage. I already know, because Courage is too nostalgic. Courage the Cowardly Dog is too nostalgic, and I know people are gonna get. I mean, it's not a bag to sprinkle, because we're not gonna be the only ones who recognize that dog, and that's half the battle of marketing is brand recognition. Half of the battle, and maybe more than half of the battle in marketing is the brand recognition, and everybody knows that dog. So looking really good. So here we go with the Cult one as well. I think this one has a triple narrative. In case you only have one narrative like CC dog has that great narrative. This one has triple narrative to make sure that it doesn't miss out on if people are talking about frogs, if people are talking about being a cult, if people are talking about, I don't know, the Mog glasses, right? And this is what, some meme coins do to make sure that they don't get left out, whether people are talking about, froggy coins, the Pepe style, or people are talking about, that cult feeling that we have in the market, that we all come together like a cult. We all sip the. As a matter of fact, let me salute. Or if we sip the Kool Aid, which is an energy drink for me, and become a cult, or the Mog glasses, right? This is a triple narrative all mixed together. So this one has some potential and has been finding. I'm still waiting on Feetcoin. I might do that for everybody. So just stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Everybody has to send a picture of their foot, though. Here we go, man. Holding a nice support right down here at 146K market cap. Has been finding this support level back to back. This one has to break 300K, and we can find ourselves maybe one of those early printers that go into, the $1 million market caps and above, that we found really early at 170 something K market cap. So keep that in mind. We have been finding these plays. We're not just saying this. We're not in spaces where nobody can check the receipts. You got video content, where you guys can go back and be like, did he really find that play at that price, or is he just saying that? Did he really find Manu for the low before everybody started talking about it? Did he find it down here, or is he just saying that? If you guys have that bell notification lit, if you guys are following me on X, it's not always the person with the most, whatever numbers of numbers. We got in down here on Manu, and this thing's still holding strong. And we've even called the exact areas of where this pullback's going to be and where this thing's going right back up. This could be that next $100 million Inu, and possibly $1 billion Inu. We're not just saying that. We found you guys one with that Banana S31. And I'm telling you guys, this thing has that recipe. It has that feeling. This is a Manu. I don't want you guys to miss out. When it pulls back to this 20 million, that's good. Can it come down to 10? It still can. We even talked about that. I remember. It still can do that. It can come back down, lose some of that momentum. But look how strong it hold on that 20. So if you want to leave some of that firing powders, dry powder, whatever kind of powder you got that you're going to use right here at 20 mil, maybe 20 mil you add to the bag. And, save a little bit in case it rips a little bit lower, so you can add to your bag again right here and let that thing turn around so you can see it break all-time high. But we can see that, this is that range where it's trying to get into. It's trying to get into that 50 million. The same thing of 1 million to 5 million to 10 million, the same thing happens, but with a zero. It goes from the 10 million to the 50 million or to 100 million. We're just adding decimals. This is a game of decimals, and that's really what it's all about. So, Manu looking really, really good right now. I would not sleep on this one, because if any project had something with some kind of influence power of this 3.1 million, just one of these accounts, it would be pretty substantial, especially if they're being very active on these accounts and they're pushing these accounts. Manu is one that you guys definitely want to keep an eye on. Let's see. Okay, partner with Shiba Inu team. Yep. Okay, they're running this up, man. I think that this is gonna be happening a lot with the Shiba Inu team, as far as like them breaking off and running their own stuff. I really haven't heard too much hype of the Shiba Inu community. Let me know in the chat. Do I got any Shiba Inu holders in the chat right now, in this live stream right now? Are there any Shiba Inu holders right now? This dog is living the life. What the heck? What the? What the? What? What? Bro has cucumbers all. What the? This looks AI, but if this is happening, this is crazy. This is crazy. This it seems getting. Is this AI? We don't even know anymore. Yeah, that's. Oh my God! Imagine laying down and somebody being gentle to your ears like that, and then cucumbers on your face while they're doing some kind of AMSR, popping something. I hold some Sheeb. Okay, we hold some Sheeb because of our crypto reserve. People off ramp their Shiba Inu at xpxpay.com. People off ramp their Shiba Inu. You guys can off ramp 70 different cryptocurrencies. Bro's eyes are rolling back. Oh my God. Oh my. That dog is more spoiled than all of us. Look at this type of treatment that it's getting. Say, oh my God, man, we live in a crazy era right here, man. This is pretty wild. So, don't sleep on Manu, and don't think that it's done or whatnot like that. I do think that the main gains are not quite there, but you know, it could still do something really astronomical. It really can. And when it comes to a play like this, it's better not just to watch it. You know, we have altcoin season, fam. Like, find your plays, and no matter what the price is, like DCA into it. If they got a strong community, they got like if it's doing all the right things, like just keep loading up on your favorite play. I love this. Bro's on a Ducati, nice bike life, baby. Man, I've been wanting to ride a motorcycle bad, bad. Been itching, fam. Been itching for the bike life moment, fam. Here we go. Solid, solid stream, fam. We're knocking it out the park. Both our streams right now on the X account on XPX and the Rico Moneybags account. We're knocking out the park. We're also knocking it out the park relatively decent on YouTube. If you guys are listening over on X, it's important that you guys come over to YouTube as well. Show some love on the YouTube channel so we can break out of that, you know, that echo chamber that they got us, the shadow band that they like to put us in. So it's important that you guys come to all these other different social media platforms so we can keep pushing our favorite plays. And you know, it helps me to keep finding these plays for you guys. We're doing this on almost a daily basis. Yeah, we take some days off these days after we completed this year for XPX, but it's for, you know, cooking on the back end and making some things happen for the future of XPX and the future of cryptocurrency. Everything that I'm building, everything that I'm doing is not just for us, fam. Like, it's not just for my project, it's for the whole space. Like, I find multiple projects for you guys to print on and make money on. It's like that's what we do. There is no drawing. You need to have to be active. Yeah, you have to be active, fam. You have to be active, honestly. And if you're not active, what's going to happen is there's some kind of wild man like me or wild woman like you know the out there that is just grinding nonstop. Like, there's somebody that's not making excuses, that's not procrastinating. There's somebody out there that is, you know, that's going the extra mile, and I've been an example of that. And I'm not trying to, you know, toot my own horn or anything like that, but I've been an example of the grind pays off. And I want you guys all to obviously, you know, don't make it where you're depressed or stressed out or anything like that, but to think that we're in this moment right here, like, I don't want you, like, the level of stress that you get for messing up the bull run is way worse than the little stress things that people create right now during a bull run. It's like, if you don't make the bull run and the super cycle right and do the altcoin season right, this whole little downtrend over here, like I went through before, it's brutal. And I want to, you know, show you guys during this last bull run, I was having fun in between. I didn't work all the time. I wasn't dropping videos nonstop. I was spending money nonstop. I was doing all kinds of stuff. Doing all kinds of stuff. I was not as locked in as I was as I am right now. And there's a reason, because during that bear market, I told myself, never again. Never again will you catch me, you know, fumbling the bag and taking profits and doing it the wrong way in the bull run like I did that last one. Never again. Never again. And if you guys want to avoid that, if you guys are new to these streams, even if you're new to crypto, you know, you don't have to be a veteran or like you think like I'm some kind of guru or something like that. The only thing I did was just go through this stuff. And that's why I'm sharing with you guys is what I've gone through. You know, I want you guys to reflect on what I've gone through. It's not that I read some book that makes me a better person than you. No, the experience of going through this time and time again and putting in all these hours has given me a little bit of some sight, right? It's like Capablanca says, you know, you got to get your 10,000 hours, even when you're playing chess. You know, you got to get you keep playing chess, you play chess, and eventually you just learn these patterns and you'll see them, right? These certain strategies that happen. And I don't want you guys to mess this up right now. Find your favorite plays, have your main conviction bags, because it is programmed for BTC to go into the yellow and the orange. Why? Because it's done it before every other time. And it did it before without ETFs. It did it before without crypto reserves. It did it before without this. What happened? Here we go. Look at this, fam. It's almost done. It's almost done. Do you guys remember when I first started doing live streams on this? It was barely orange. Now even Hawaii's lit up right now. We got 6 states to go, fam. So you're telling me that it's not going to go into the yellow and orange? That's why when people were saying that there was no altcoin season, I didn't know where they were getting it from. And when I couldn't find where they were getting it from, that's called projection. That's people that are getting buyers being exhausted, and people not being able to wait. So they start projecting their ideas onto you. They start thinking like, oh, you know what? It's not going to happen because it's taking so long that it's most likely not going to happen. It's like, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. You need to rip your calendar off the wall and put a 4-year cycle calendar on your wall. Don't use the normal 12 month calendar no more. Your calendar should be a 4-year cycle calendar. That's how you live your life now if you're a crypto degen like I am, doing this thing 24/7. Because now we're gonna see that with the Bitcoin Reserve, with the Genius Act, with every state turning orange. This thing would had like barely any states were orange. The whole world will be orange. The whole world will be on the blockchain. And I don't want you guys to fumble your bag and miss out on this opportunity. So find your solid plays like Manu. Find your CC Dog. Find your XPX. That's going to help you off ramp all your profits that I know you're going to make rocking with me on this channel. I know it's going to happen, but don't mess it up, because being bitter right now and not being locked in is gonna hurt really bad when the bear market comes. So right now, I want you to be extra locked in. I want you, you're gonna have a day where your body says, "Hey, I don't want to do this," and your mind is telling you every good reason why you shouldn't go harder, why you shouldn't shill, why you shouldn't raid. And I want you to tell that little voice to get in the corner and step over it, like literally stand over it and say no. Like, I'm gonna keep going. I don't care that I'm tired today. I don't care that I don't want to do this. Like, I'm gonna keep going, because the you can either pay the initial pain of discipline. Check this out. Shout out to Jim Rohn. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, or the pain of regret weighs tons. I want you guys to hear that again. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. It really doesn't weigh that much. It's going to weigh, it's going to have some weight to it. But the pain of regret weighs tons. And I don't want you guys to mess that up. So this is where we're locked in. This is where, maybe your girlfriend, maybe your boyfriend, maybe your wife, maybe your husband, they're looking at you and they're looking from the outside in and they can't understand it. It's not supposed to make sense what you're doing. Nobody should be looking out from the outside window looking in and say, "Hey, I can tell what crypto Conrad is doing. It makes sense what he's doing." No, because we're doing something different than we've all ever done before. We're looking for financial freedom through our new .com moment that's right before our eyes. So of course it's not going to look ideal for, "Hey, why are you in spaces all day? Why do you keep taking so much time out of your day to be, doing raids or shilling or doing this?" Because it has to be something that doesn't make sense, that looks this crazy, so that it can bring a lot of wealth for us, okay? Because the same thing happened in the .com era. Nobody understood that people were going to be talking via emails and stuff like that, and the same thing happened with Ask Jeeves and Google and Amazon and Starbucks and all these things that come to life as all these moments that we have, chat GBT moments and all these opportunities that we have to grasp to really print. This is that moment right now. I don't want to do it 30 years from now. Once this moment is in, once this happens, look at this. Once this happens, this is us right here. Once this happens, we better have done it right. You better have done it right. Okay, so get a bag of that CC Dog, get a bag of XPX, get a bag of all your favorite plays, man. Let's go ahead and keep going on Manu. Let's go ahead and put Manu up at $100 million market cap. Let's see when it does that. That's what I'm going to mark this one as right here. We're going to keep the show going. We got a lit live, so we're going to definitely keep it live because our numbers today are looking great, fam. $100 million market cap up there. Let's go ahead and look at some more plays for everybody as we climb towards 400 people live on the live stream, family. You guys are going crazy. That's what's up, man. Let's go and check out Bomi the Homie. This is one that's been pumping nonstop right under your guys' nose. I've been telling you guys about this one for a while. I think this one's getting ready for its next leg up, looking really strong. Told you guys about this one at 480K. I'm bringing you guys base plays. I'm bringing you guys Solana plays. I'm bringing you guys plays that, there's some opportunity. Does it pull back? Are there pullbacks? Of course, that's crypto. What goes up must come down. What goes down must go back up. What just showed up is now leaving, and what just left is now showing up. It's this number 8 sign that is happening over and over and over again. And, we called it at 480. It went up to 1.7, pulled all the way back down close to the same section once again, and pumped up a nice little pullback. Again, up and down, and we're in this upward direction. But at the same time with Ethereum pumping, at the same time with the ETH market looking really hot, and we haven't had, that moment where we're talking about base chain, and everybody's talking about base chain. And we're gonna have that moment happen again, and it usually happens around summertime, right, when it's full blown. Right around this time right here, where it's like, hey, base is hot, base is hot, and we're seeing base start to come to life. And with ETH at 10K per ETH, what is the price of all these Ethereum plays going to be? How high can they be when they're wrapped to ETH, and how high can they take it? Because base is ETH, right? And then retail comes in, and retail starts to look for a bunch of new meme coins, and they find this one, Book of Miggles, which is the Book of Memes and the Miggles narrative mixed together. So a double narrative play for you guys right now, as you guys can come check this one out right here. This is Book of Miggles at $1 million market cap and climbing and climbing. Let's see what else we got for you guys, man. Leave some down in the chat down below. What are you guys buying? What are you guys crying? What are you guys doing? Here we go. MK meme link at 6.1. We had a nice little pullback, and that price got snatched up actually right away. Consolidating again right above that $5 million market cap. It was getting in, almost printing his next leg to go to 10 million, but this is giving everybody that opportunity, because when it does break 10 million, that's what happens. You guys know what happens. 15, 20, 30 million. And now with all this redistribution, the same sellers that brought price down over here won't be able to bring price down after it breaks that $10 million market cap. So definitely come over here and check out Meme Link if you guys are looking for a way to show for your guys' project without being shadow banned or being say, hey, we don't want to see you guys talking about crypto that much. You guys definitely want to come over here and make an account at memelink.com, everyone. All right, so come check this one out. We're actually going to start doing some things over there with Meme Link. Shout out to Pablo Crow. So make sure you guys let them know I sent you guys over there. But Meme Link is going to be giving you guys that opportunity for you guys to make these accounts, come over here, and don't get shadow banned. Talk about your favorite cryptocurrency. Connect with your wallet. Never get your account stolen. So long as you got your seed phrase, nobody can take your account because it's connected to your wallet, right? We buying XPX, smart money right there. Load up on XPX, man. That's easy money sitting on the table right there with XPX. A lot of people are going to realize that. A lot of people will realize that. We're ready. We're headed in that direction for that pump. We got to call some whale friends. Let's call all of our whale friends. A couple of whale buys are really set the things off. I was talking to my friend yesterday, and he was like, "I'm going to be getting some more XPX." He was like, "XPX is just missing one catalyst, and it's going to go crazy." And he's right. And we'll keep building, and when this altcoin season is really full blown and retail's coming in and we're onboarding more projects and we're onboarding more businesses and more individuals using our pay portal, and people start to see some of the buybacks coming from our crypto reserve, it will be pretty hard to ignore. It will be pretty hard to ignore, especially our asset back and keep going up. So load up on XPX, fam. We got another one for you guys over here. We're going to be doing some collaborations. We've been talking for months. Schedules are busy, but big things are happening over here with Jesus Coin over here. Also getting them on the merch store and possibly doing that collaboration as well. So like I said, the merch store is a great way for a lot of people to take it to the next level and get some cross-pollination. So it's good for a lot of projects. Jesus tokens right here sitting at $6.9 million market cap, but more impressive than anything is the 1.6 million in liquidity. This has some serious liquidity right here. 1.6 million in liquidity, sitting at $7 million market cap, ready to turn right back around. You guys do not want to miss out on this play that has hit a $90 million market cap all-time high and definitely has the potential to do it once again. So do not sleep on Jesus tokens, fam. That'd be a bad idea, fam. That'd be a bad idea. Jesus token has the people behind it. They're not going to stop. They got a crypto church as well, and I think that this is going to be a play that we'll send. And I'm still holding a nice little bag from over here from early on when I first started talking about them. I could have exited right here when they pumped up to 40 mil, but you know what? I'm just going to hold because I want to see this thing go into the hundreds of million. I want to see retail come in, and I want to see nobody has anybody has accounted, like, not just retail, but like the Christians that are retail, right? And what happens like when all that retail is like, what portion of that retail is Christians that are going to come into the space and are going to be like, we're going for Jesus Coin, and they're going to hold, right? So it's like some of that retail that's coming in are believers in Christ, right? So like some of them are going to find this meme coin pretty pretty like suiting for them, right? Where they can hold their crypto churches on Sunday, right? They got their crypto church, and here we are bringing Web 2 into Web 3. And can we say that that's not something that most likely will happen when retail comes in? They find something like Jesus Coin. They find out that, it's a nonprofit. They got their 501c3. They got their nonprofit filing done. So they're a nonprofit organization. They have their own crypto church. So we have all this new retail people coming into crypto. They're finding out that everybody loves to talk about crypto on X. And you know what? They start finding that there's a church on X, and you don't think that's going to grow? Like, there's at some point that has some effect, and for sure has some power, and takes it to the next level. So um I think there's something here as far as waiting for retail to come in and some discount prices on this one, because as retail comes in, retail are more holders than anything, and retail will definitely hold their Jesus token. So we're going to see an influx on that one as well. Let's go ahead and keep it moving and grooving. Finding some more plays for you guys. Shout out to OG Brett, was pumping up at like that 13 something. Nice little pullback right now, and showing you that psychological barrier that it just needs to break. That $15 million market cap is that psychological barrier that we want to see it break out of and really just take things to the next level. And OG Brett has a community. They've been pulling up nonstop. They've been grinding nonstop. They got a really strong presence as far as on X. And this is the original Brett on ETH. This is not the second one, the third one. No, this is the original one. We called this one at 1.4 million that went up to 40 something million. And it's still, very active in this space. And if all the other Matt Fury plays are going to work, I don't see why not. The original Brett on ETH is not one of those plays that can work as well. So OG Brett holding it down. I'm still holding mine. We'll keep an eye on this one as it has the potential to break 15 million and start to go towards those all-time highs of about 47, $48 million market cap. Let's see what else we got. We got Bonk Base. This is another play we called extremely early as well. A little bit lower. It was about 160. Definitely has pumped up, but it did find its support. When you come over here and check out Bonk Base, we know that Bonk is going to be one of the plays. We know that Bonk is going to be getting a lot of attraction. We know that the Bonk community pulls up to a lot of videos and streams, especially when you have their ticker up there. So I remember when the Pepe on base did it. This could be that Bonk on base that possibly goes up to 50, 60, $70 million market cap, because they want their base play, and this could be the one. We found our support. 200K market cap. It seems where everybody has agreed and shake hands, saying that they're going to continue to hold this thing right now. So 200K market cap. It seems where everybody's loading up. It did go up to a little bit over 500K market cap, but did not go towards the 1 million. So a play that could be one of those base plays that I found for you guys early that can go a lot higher, right? Underneath $1 million market cap plays right now with some serious potential is huge. So Coinbase, MEXC, Bitmart, man, wouldn't that be cool? Here we go right here. Trending base coins last 24 hours. Hey, look at that right there. Trending, people are going to pay attention to that. You don't think these other guys are going to be like, hey, maybe I sprinkled this a little bit. And this thing was trending right at the top. This is Bonk right here. Bonk on base, the base Bonk. And there you guys go. A video of this guy right there. I know that guy. So extremely bullish on this one. Like I said, it's already found its support. You guys don't want to sleep on this as far as where it's going right now, because it's already proven to found its support. And everybody's agreed at these, prices right here. And this is usually where redistribution is happening. And then you see that next push for that breakout, right? Because consolidation can only happen so long. Yeah, there's going to be jeets. There's going to be people jeeting as normal. But if the buyers keep buying them out and we keep breaking some serious market caps, this thing can go a lot higher. It has not broken the 500K and hold above it, but definitely headed towards, that 1 million. Once one comes, 2 and 3 comes, and if you break 5, then the rest, we go to the sky. So right now we're seeing some low prices and some low opportunities on what we're looking at right now with base Bonk, fam. Base Bonk is looking very bullish, fam. Great opportunity, good looking chart. Not a chart that's wrecked or anything like that, holding a solid support, and probably something to definitely keep an eye on right there. Let's see if there's anything else. This was one of the plays that we called early on, super cheap discount play when we called it when the chart was disgusting and nobody wanted to look at it. But now this is a play that you guys definitely want to keep an eye on. This S31, now it's done its pump. Now it's done its thing, getting listed on Binance. We called it super early when this chart was absolutely ugly and nobody would probably want to talk about it. And then it got listed on Binance and went straight up. Obviously, everybody's printed and made some money on it, but this could be the load up zone. This could be the area where you want to load up, because if you guys look right here, this is where it loaded up for a while before, right? This is where that load up zone was at, where it was kind of doing its thing and stuff, right? So keep an eye on S31, the banana S31 at these prices. That $50 million market cap is exactly where it consolidated before it ran up to, breaking into the 100 million. And then, same thing, just like the other psychological barriers with less decimals, breaking 1 million, breaking 100 million. Same thing, it pumps up a lot higher. It went to 2 and 3. The minute it broke 5, what did it do? It shot up to almost $600 million market cap. So it did. It went exactly to $600 million market cap. So do not sleep on Banana S31 and the BNB chain waking up. It definitely is 100%, and I'm loving what I'm seeing in the markets right now. Altcoin season is all over us, and we're having a lot of fun. We're printing every single day. There's printing going on one way or another, and there's money all over when it comes to the cryptocurrency market. It's almost getting a bit easy at this point for a lot of us to check this out as well. Let's see what else we got up on the list. Let's see what else. I haven't seen Captain BNB pull up in a while. $8.1 million market cap. And this one I told you guys last time to wait for this load up zone. It's shown you multiple times. I remember when it went up here and it was pulling back, I said, hey, 5 million seems to be that spot where you guys can load up on Captain BNB, and it likes to go up to 10 million and see if it can go a lot higher. They have a thriving community. They're hot on BNB. They get a lot of attention. Their social media presence is huge, right? And they have a lot of content to base this off of, because you'll see things like essentially like the BNB chain posting things with capes. So, they have a lot of things to base this off of. Like when you go down and you scroll down, you'll see like, BNB chain posting things that gives you that feeling of like that Captain BNB vibes, right? So they have a nonstop content creator for all things, Captain BNB, as far as keeping the cape on. And I love this, man. I mean, I like seeing BNB chain hot, and I like seeing it come to life, and I like seeing that it's not just Solana stealing the light, because obviously, XPX is on the BNB chain, but it gives me 2021 vibes, and seeing BNB come to life, seeing the altcoin seasons come to life. This play has some serious potential. They have been shaking out everybody. They went all the way up to 70 something million. This is redistribution at its finest. It's been consolidating nonstop for the longest. Jeets will cry at some point, because we are literally in altcoin season. And all of the plays that have solid communities, all of the plays that have been grinding nonstop, they're about to see their chance come to life. And all it takes is to break those psychological barriers. And these projects, like when they get over 10 million, to hold above 10 million, people will be hard pressed to not think that this thing's not going to go to 15 to 20 to possibly even higher $30 million market cap, right? So we're in the right time right now, and we actually have the wind underneath our wings when it comes to altcoin season and this cryptocurrency market pushing things and having a lot of fun. Let me check on this one really quick. Vanna pumping up once again. Keep an eye on this one. Just had to take a quick peek at it, fam, as we continue this live stream. Today we got one of the most solid live streams, over 350 people live. We've been due up for one of these live streams, fam. Let's get these rolling. This is really nice. You guys got me pumped up, because man, all your CC dog, your XPX, everything gets that exposure that it deserves. Here we go right here. There goes that psychological barrier. If you're a Zeus believer, that $5 million market cap, we know that these meme coins tend to repeat this, right? Where when they lose some of this 20, 30, after breaking the 10 million, they come down to 5. And this is where you guys can actually get a bag. Not when everybody is screaming that they're excited about it, but when everybody's quiet and they're not having fun with it no more, right? When the markets are fearful, you have to be greedy. When the markets are greedy, that's when you get fearful, right? And that's how we find these plays when, sometimes the chart's not looking perfect, right? And it's consolidating, and it might be boring, because that's actually when smart money starts to inject money into the chart, and they start to buy up those lows right there to really take the thing to the next level. So right now, Zeus is looking like a potential, entry right now at this $5 million market cap. This one has a strong social media presence, strong community all over it. So this could be that area of the support where they find that, floor at 5 million, start to consolidate and break the 10 million to see if they can go and chase that all-time high at 24 million, which it seems that the whole space is not me making these numbers up. I'm not just grabbing them out of the thin air. It seems like the space has all agreed on this 20, 30 million, right? How come I can keep going and finding here 20 million, right? And we go to, whatever play that we go to, and some of them go a lot higher, right? On here it shows 15 million on Meme Link, but it actually went to like 20 something million as well. And you can keep finding this, right? Where here you guys go, 15 million, a little bit over 15 million. It actually went to like 20 something. Let's go to another one. Just keep showing you guys where it'll do these pumps, and then you guys can find your support. Jerry the Turtle, another great project right here. Broke to 10. What did it do? Went up to 20 million. So we see where if you found a play that you like quite a bit and it rides up to these market caps, you actually can wait for a discount price at 5 million and wait for them to do it again. And if it has a healthy chart and a great community and they're thriving and they're pushing, this is actually kind of the recipe that you want to run, right? I know it's tempting to chase it when it's doing this. You guys actually would have got in early. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, whether on YouTube, Rumble, or X, or following me on X, make sure you guys are following me on X. Follow me on YouTube. Hit the follow button, fam. Don't be like that. Load up on the likes and the comments for sure, because this channel is really a WAGMI movement for all of us to make it. A lot of this information I'm just sharing it with you guys. They say the game is sold, not told, and here I am showing you guys that on average, when things break 10 million, it doesn't matter if it's a cat, it doesn't matter if it's a dog, it could be a turtle, it could be a frog, it could be this, it could be that. If it breaks these market caps, it tends to go to these areas, and then sometimes they go a little bit higher, but they also come back and test that $10 million market cap to see if they really want it. So excited to see all this in the works for all the great projects that have not broken the 5 million, 10 million, because that's in the works for everybody. It's doable and it will be done. Just keep pushing and building a buy wall and breaking those psychological barriers. And the markets belong to us. These markets belong to us. You're ahead of states. You're ahead of countries. These markets absolutely belong to us, and they are here for us to have a great time and find the great plays so we can print. And 10 years from now, we don't have a regret story that is going to hurt like crazy that you messed up your .com moment, that you were in the mix of crypto and you didn't even know, And it's like, we have to take advantage of this. This market belongs to us, and that's why even myself going to these events, going to these Rare Evo event and having fun, this blockchain event, and doing all these things is important, because this is the era that we're living in. This is our .com moment. And, we knocked it out the park with the BTC conference. We'll be going out to this one as well and knocking out the park for XPX. If you guys have a project out there that you guys want your project, maybe you guys are not boots on the ground like I am, and you guys also want your project to be at the Rare Evo event. You guys want me to hand out some merch for you guys. We're 17 days away. It's not too far away where I can help you guys get some marketing done with me being here and boots on the ground for this Rare Evo event. So DM me, let me know what's up. So like that, you guys can get your project to be showcased also at this blockchain event. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. But XPX is going to be there, and I'm sure some other projects are also going to be there. But let me know if you guys, want me to hand up some of your guys' merch, or you guys are going to be here and we can link up as well. So we'll be going to the after sets as well. We're definitely going to party, so we're going to do all the blockchain stuff, but we're also going to do the nightlight stuff too, and we're going to show everybody our XPX Visa card when we do that, so don't miss out on that, fam. I can't wait for that event. And it's all programmed. Like I said, everything that we get to do with these BTC conferences, the Rare Evo blockchain event, with the markets pumping, with Genius Bill being passed, crypto reserves being made, the whole United States turning orange right before your eyes, the Bitcoin rainbow chart not yet fulfilled. I mean, how much more prophecy do you want to be laid out in front of you to know that it's programmed for you to win? Like I said, there's going to be some short-term pain sometimes. Like, you guys can either deal with the pain of discipline, which only weighs ounces, like I do, right? Discipline, like the days that my leg is hurting. A lot of you guys know I got a ton of titanium in one of my legs, and sometimes it hurts, especially on rainy days. But I still pull up, because I can either deal with that discipline, that pain, that, hey, no matter what, I'm going to pull up and do what I got to do. Or when the bear market comes, I can deal with the pain of regret, which weighs tons. And I really care about you guys that pull up to the stream and rock with me and support this channel and support this WAGMI movement, that I don't want the pain of regret on your guys' shoulders. And the way we do this is we keep locking in, we keep raiding, we keep shilling. Understand that there's going to be times that you don't want to raid, that you don't want to show, that you don't want to go on a live stream. Understand that there's going to be times when the market pulls back and there's short-term volatility and the whole market turns into a bunch of fudsters for whatever reason, when we haven't even had the cycle finish. And you're going to have to stay diligent. You're going to have to stay, on point like a pencil to make sure that the noise and the projections from everybody else's worrying and their negativity does not lie on you. So like that, you don't mess up and miss out on this opportunity. So, this channel is much more than just us talking about charts pumping. It's much more than just, pumping this and pumping that or whatever it might be, or even my XPX, that the gem, the baby XPX is our XPX, but it's also about us making sure that we don't lose focus on this opportunity, because where's everybody that was just 2 3 weeks ago talking about no altcoin season, no Bitcoin, this, that, and the third. And that's why these streams are important. It's not just about charts pumping and us printing. Sometimes we got to lock arms together and make sure that we stay locked into the mission, because sometimes they're louder than us, right? Sometimes the fudders get a little bit louder than we do, but they were wrong. They were wrong again. And I don't want you guys all to miss out. I don't want you guys to go through, some of that pain that I felt in that bear market. The way we do it is we push hard nonstop. You're going to have people, maybe loved ones, maybe friends, looking from the outside, looking in and saying, hey, why are you doing that? Why are you on Spaces so much? Why are you, talking about this so much? Why are you doing this? And it's not supposed to make sense to everybody else. You're doing something different. Sometimes we want a crowd, and sometimes we want, recognition, and we want people to applaud us because we're doing the right thing, and we know that this is the right thing. But then everybody would be doing it, and your time would not be that unique, right? But when you're an early adopter, when you're an innovator, it doesn't make sense. Facebook didn't make sense when it first came out. Instagram didn't make sense when it first came out. I'm sure when they were talking about TikTok, it didn't make sense when these things were first coming out. And now all they do is make sense, and all they do is make money. And I want that for all of us. This is our .com moment. This is you buying Amazon stock when Amazon was only shipping books. This is your Ask Jeeves moment. And I want us to make sure that we capitalize on this, and we really take it to the moon. Imagine if you would have bought Apple stock when the first iPhone came out, right? And this is where we're at right now. This is where we're at in this moment in time. So let's lock arms together on this WAGMI movement. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be at 400 people watching this live right now. So I really appreciate you guys pulling up so strong, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're listening in on Rumble, or whatever X account that you guys are listening in. Much love and respect. I hope that you guys really had a fantastic weekend. I think this is a great start to the week and a really great stream that we all got to pull up together. About a 2-hour stream. Markets are good. Everything's looking bullish. Have a great time, and let's keep doing what we've been doing. This is what we've been waiting for, and we'll just keep rinsing and repeating till we make it to that Valhalla. And I know we are going to make it there. So let's follow this rainbow chart together. I think we had a pretty good stream. If you guys are new to the channel, if you guys are listening in, join this Telegram right here. This is the project I launched on Smart DeFi with Ali, David, and Marlon. I think one of the best teams in the space. And that's not to say anything bad about the other teams. Don't get all bent out of shape and this, that, and the third. This is a team that I can vouch for. These guys are solid. If you guys want to go check this out, this is the project we launched together. Band of Brothers on Smart DeFi. You guys can go buy this token right now, stake that token and make passive income, or you guys can go to our website that is live and go to Crypto Bill Pay and order your gold Visa card. If you plan to be a crypto millionaire without a gold Visa card, make it make sense. Make it make sense. If you plan to be financially free, should you not be free to spend your finances? Well, go do that at xpxpay.com. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Much love and respect, everybody.